Stuart, Florida today. If you're new to the channel, we are a Florida fishing couple, and today we go deep sea fishing on Christmas Day, and guess what? We slay giant cobia. This is cobia, catch, clean, cook. He's nervous. Get in, eat him. Something's on him. Something's on him. Fish on.
Get him, Sizzle. First fish.
He's going to the wreck. God, I think he got sharked.
Real random. Oh.
Dude.
All right, guys, Merry Christmas. Out here out of Stuart. I'm really on our first time on the boat for a full trip. It's awesome.
Just got wrecked.
All right, Darcy had a big fish on. I'm not sure if it broke the leader or if I got sharked. Let's try it again.
Or it wrecked me in the wreck. Something happened. Oh, that was a stud. All right, so we did some trolling earlier. Caught a couple little bonita, nothing too special. So like we said, we're bottom fishing. I got a beautiful grunt we caught this morning on a sabiki. Big old J hook right here because where we're fishing, there are monsters that live here. And then I'm gonna just take this J hook and rig it right between his nose, just like so. So the fish gets hooked, let him swim down there, go crazy. That's what I just put down a second ago and got smashed by whatever that big fish was. Got 50-pound leader on here, pink Andy, and here we go. Are we ready to set?
Yeah.
We're on it. Got a very long leader, probably like 20 foot.
Самые важные моменты становятся ярче, если добавить к ним наши эмоции. Эмоции от встречи с друзьями.
They got him. You gonna turn that boat? I'm underneath.
Pump.
Turn that boat, it's off.
Oh.
Dude.
Whew. All right, another fish. I'm not sure Darcy thinks it might have been a grouper.
So far, we cannot get a fish up from the deep.
All right, guys, so the current's like 3 knots. So I gotta drive. I'm driving straight south into the current, just in gear, calling it power drifting. We're at 129, Sizzle. We're in a wreck that's in 140. I'm telling her the depths because it's going up, 127. So that means it's 13 feet off the bottom. So she may have to reel up a little bit so I don't get caught.
Oh yeah, freaking out. Oh yeah, here we go, here we go, here we go.
All right, Sizzle's hooked up. Sorry, camera battery's dead.
Get over here.
Reel, baby.
It's on the surface, baby. Get the gaff out. My big cobia, big cobia. Big cobia. Baby, get his ass. Baby, get his ass. Baby, get his ass. Get him in the boat. Get him in the boat. Baby.
He came off the gaff.
Baby, you gotta get this fish. Come on, baby.
Gotta
Over
be
here.
holding him now.
Over here, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get him. Come on, baby. Get him in the boat. Come on, baby. Woo! Woo! We did it! You ripped a bunch of holes in him, that's okay.
Oh, he ripped.
He's in the boat.
I didn't realize he was gonna be that big.
Fish on! Hold on. Holy smokes!
He tore his gaff up.
Stud cobia! Holy smokes!
Oh my God.
Brian, that's a wrong gaff for that big monster fish.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Christmas Day cobia!
Good job.
Woo!
Oh my
He came
Lord.
right to the surface. I'm like, oh my God, get the gaff. I knew exactly that it was a monster cobia. They run right to the surface.
And he was wailing around so much, he just
sick.
got off his gaff.
I saw what happened. He got him gaffed pretty good, but
Yeah, nailed him
he started
good.
wheeling like that, and he just ripped right through the gaff on this side. All his meat's exposed. We're still gonna have a nice set of meat there, but you know it happens. But you know what, guys? That freaking fish is in the boat. That's a nice cove. Woo!
Ooh, well, I cooked it like a Guggen, but
Finally!
that was crazy.
That's okay. I think it's okay that we cooked it all like a Guggen there for a second.
Dude, he took off. I gaffed it. He wasn't doing it. Cobia come to the surface like really calm and collected. And then I gaffed him and he went crazy and like he literally almost ripped the gaff out of my hands.
I don't know how he did that without like somebody leadering it because I had the weight up in the air. It was a whole freaking mess. We haven't been out here in 3 months. So you gotta give us a break on it, all right? Fish is in the boat. That's what matters. Let him calm down. Let him calm down. And then I'll pick him up for y'all. But that's a stud right there. That's a 20, 30. Woo!
You gotta be careful with these fish.
Woo!
All right. Let's get this blood off the remat really fast too, Dark Sizzle. Now you see, guys, you get on this and see it's already coming off. You see how easy? Comes right off. I have a crappy, this is a crappy little hose, but see, look, it comes right off. We're not even scrubbing.
Look at the crab he cooped up. Wow.
All right, guys, let me show you these wonderful gaff shots. Here's the first one that came out.
Yeah, Brian said that fish almost pulled the gaff out of his hand.
Almost did, and then that's where I got him, and he got him in the boat. And I like the gaff in the middle. That's probably like my favorite spot to gaff.
He's the best gaffer.
I'm the best ever. Right in the middle. Get a sizzle.
It's coming up, fully coming up.
Get the other gaff.
Get the other gaff. Clear it. Nice fish. Cobe.
Okay.
And we're wrapped.
It's okay. Good for you.
Baby.
Okay.
Nice job. Nice job. Nice job. Holy smokes. Did you all see that? Woo! Woo! Another stud. Holy smokes. Okay, so that cobia did not act like a normal cobia. He kind of scoped out and then he stayed deep. And I honestly thought I had a grouper or snapper on. Another stud. Keeper all day.
Nuts. You got a bloodbath now, Sizzle.
Holy smokes. Cobia on fire. All right, guys, here is cobia number 2. This guy is 38 inches to the fork. The first one was 40, so he's a bit smaller, but we're marking fish on the machine, and I think it's just full of cobia. Epic cobia bite going on right now in Stewart. And you guys know the last time we were out here, we just had a ton of them eaten by the S word. Not gonna say it. But I'm gonna post exactly where I caught this beautiful fish on the Fish Angler app, so you guys can come out here and do this too. And don't forget about the awesome Darcizzle fishing trip giveaway aboard the beautiful Fish Angler boat. You and a friend could win an all-day fishing excursion with me. Let's get him into the Smith fish bag. Thank you. Whew. We don't need no more cobia. That's perfect. No. You're allowed 2 per person. We have a 1-man limit already, but we're gonna go ahead and move on. We don't need to keep another one. So let's see if we can get something else in the boat.
Man, after getting losing all those fish and those sharks, Santa, maybe Jesus, today's Jesus' birthday, of course, really came through.
Yes. Fish gods, Jesus, Santa.
We'll take what we can get.
Everybody. And I also haven't been fishing in a minute, so maybe that's why. Got up at 4:30. I feel like I've been up for days.
4:30, got to the lot at Christmas. No one's on the road. No one's at the parking lot.
No.
Totally awesome.
Great. All right. All right, guys. Time to fillet the biggest cobia that we got in the boat. The first one. It's the next day. We got home super late. And during the winter months, it gets dark so fast. I hate it. That's the only thing I don't like about the winter months. It gets dark at like 5 p.m. So we had a full day out there, but the fish has been chilling in the Hair Club cooler, getting nice and cold. So he is ready to fillet. And this is one of the biggest ones we put in our boat. So really can't complain. Super happy. Big fat cobia. And there's definitely some stuff in his belly too. So maybe at the end of this, maybe you'll get to see what's in there as well. So let's dive right into this. These fish are just like the most awkward shaped fish in the world, making it very tough to fillet. So let me see if I can just bend him out real quick. I got him out of the cooler a little early, so that way he's not solid frozen. But they have a much bigger head on them than other fish. So you think you're gonna get a lot of head meat, but in reality, we're not gonna get as much meat as you might think. Of course, there's gonna be plenty of meat. This fish weighed 25 pounds, not complaining. I'm just saying, like, in proportion to the body size and the head size, it's really not that much. So let's dive right into this. We're gonna use my 9-inch blade today from Smith, just to make these initial long cuts. And then I'll probably switch over to my go-to 7-inch. But here we go. We're gonna go right behind the head. This whole part is just super solid bone. So we're just gonna angle in right here. Of course, super sharp knife gets the job done, and the flies are here, so we're trying to avoid them as much as possible. But don't forget about my promo code DARCIZZLE15 to save 15% off on all of these awesome knives and anything on their website, plus free shipping. And before I go all the way down, let me just show you. These are these big, crazy, serrated edges here that come out of their spine from this top dorsal fin all the way to the front of the head. And those things are gnarly. Those things are dangerous. And cobia get 50, 60, 80 pounds in some regions of the world, and those things will hurt you. So you have to be very, very careful. And a lot of people will carry a bat on the boat to put a cobia out quickly, so that way it doesn't bang up your boat or hurt you too. And they have super, super tough skin, very similar to a shark. If you guys remember me saying I thought there was a shark out there, and then I realized it was a cobia. And the next day we went fishing, there was a shark on the surface, and I thought it was a cobia. So you just never know. You never can tell. But going over the big bone here, they got a big spine bone that sticks out, and that's where the flex of this blade comes in. Ooh, the meat looks delicious. This fish got bled out pretty good from the gaff shots, so I did not have to bleed this beautiful fish. And then he's got a big old stomach. You can see making quick work of him, and we're just keeping him upright because that's the best way to do it. If I flip them on his side, you'd just be awkwardly shaped with this huge weird head. So we're keeping him upright, makes it the best way to fillet this fish in my opinion. And then just, again, you can see that these rib cage bones really stick out. So you just want to follow that curvature of it. Try to keep it intact. That's where the gaff hole went. So that's a little exposed, but no big deal. We'll figure that out. But there we go. Not bad. Got that whole side off right there. Let's move this carcass over to the side and work on this portion. So now what I'm going to do is break it up into sections that are manageable. So because once again, this is just a really big piece of cobia meat. So to make our beautiful loins and steaks, I'm going to break it up into pieces that are around the same thickness. So we got one thickness there, another thickness, and then this portion down here is not as thick, something like that. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll switch to the little 7-inch, which is just a better rounded knife for just, in my opinion, like skinning and getting the fillets ready for cooking. So you can see right here where the red bloodline is, so you can kind of follow that, but what I like to do is go in at that angle and then just turn your knife and slab that off. And we leave most of that red meat on there. That's not a big deal at all. You can go back in and take that off, but honestly, that's not enough to even worry about. Flip it over, same exact thing here, and I'm left-handed, so this might look weird to some of y'all. Same exact thing, just like that. So now we got our two loins, and you can see we left most of that red bloodline and most of that pin bones and stuff right on the carcass skin. And then here, you could just go in with a very sharp knife and take that right off if you wanted to, if that bothers you. So no big deal. That's pretty much how it goes with cobia. And again, I recommend just keeping them upright like that, filleting off one side, and then doing what you just saw me do. I'm gonna put this right in the bag because the flies are bad today. But yeah, once again, so just go down at an angle and you can kind of see what you're doing. Take your time if you need to, no big deal. Turn your blade. Whoop, there went one knife. Same exact thing. So you can see, we just got that big, beautiful loin off. Nice, firm, delicious meat. This is a lot of people's favorite meat in the entire world. Some family members of mine, that's their favorite, is cobia. A lot of people love cobia. So if you've never tried it, definitely have that on your bucket list. But let me go ahead and finish up this fish, and then I'll meet you guys in the house for the cooking and pudding portion of this video.
Во все времена люди с нетерпением ждали Новый год. Даже тогда, когда еще не было сервисов Сбера.
В корзину. В корзину.
Совершали спонтанные покупки.
В корзину.
Вот, матушка, все как наказывала.
Заказывали доставку.
А яйца?
А яиц придется подождать.
Голова, два уха у него, иди давай!
Сводили счеты.
Долго ли суда оформить, Владимир Парнович?
Да раскликнуть. Помад?
Суда оформлено-с.
Экосистема.
Разговаривали с салютом.
Скажи, салют, жар птицы ты паришь.
Thanks so much, Darcy, for cleaning that massive cobia. Darcy's personal best. Very proud of you. Great job. And welcome, guys, to another edition of Cooking with Puddin'. It's my birthday edition. Yeah, it's a couple days after, the next day, whatever. And it's my birthday. I'm 32 years old and about 144 months. But we're not going to talk about that. But so let's get right into this cobia, guys. Oh, first, I want to remind you about the fish angler contest. To win a trip to fish with Darcizzle, we're going to make a video. Link is in the description, guys. So you're going to download the app, follow the instructions. Very simple and free. It's going to be a great trip. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit first about something we never talk about on the show. And that's kind of what happens immediately after Darcy's cleaning that fish. We take it inside and I rinse it off with fresh water. All you ever want to do with fresh fish is rinse it with fresh water before it hits the pan, okay? You don't want to rinse it off with fresh water in the boat. You don't want to rinse it off with fresh water at the table, at the cleaning table, and you don't want to put it in fresh water whatsoever or even have the meat touch ice, okay? And why is that? I'm not going to get into a scientific big thing about it, but it's basically osmosis. Freshwater cells are smaller than saltwater cells, and the freshwater cells or molecules will permeate the meat, okay, and get in there. Saltwater will not, okay, saltwater molecules. And so basically what's going to happen is you're going to freezer burn, essentially get the same effect as freezer burning the fish before you even get to eat it, all right? So that's the deal with that. Any professional chef will tell you that. That is how you handle fish. So when Darcy's done, I'll rinse it off under fresh water. I'm going to pat it dry really fast, immediately, then right on a cutting board. Okay, now with cobia, you can see it's a little thicker than some other fish, and I don't like to cook fish that thick. You're just going to burn the outside and undercook the inside, okay? So I like to cut it into some manageable slices, so it's kind of evenly, you know, even steaks. Okay, that makes common sense. When you cook it, it comes out all nice, and also when you put any sort of marinade on it, you're going to have more marinade on there, and it's going to taste better. Now, as you can see, cobia is a very white and delicious fish. It's some people's favorite fish. It's going to be a medium firm fish, maybe up into the firm neighborhood, like tuna or maybe wahoo. And how can you cook it? You can cook it a ton of ways, and we have done cobia catch and cooks very recently, okay? You can marinate it in Italian dressing, throw it on the barbecue. You can blacken it. You can, one of our great ways we did it recently was we marinated it in barbecue sauce, just barbecue sauce from the refrigerator that we bought at the store, and barbecued it, and it was delicious. One of the best ways we got from a famous captain around here, and that is on the skewers with bacon and pineapple. You put it on a skewer, put it on the barbecue. It's absolutely delicious, okay? That's really the gist of it, guys. As I said, it's my birthday, so I'm not actually going to cook it, all right? So I'm going to have a nice day today. Going to go low on the work and the filming. I hope you guys don't mind. If you want to say happy birthdays in the comments, that's totally awesome.
All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed. Until our next adventure, follow your dreams and keep on catching. Where's my beer? Oh, well.
It's my birthday.
Cheers.